Jalen, walk me through the very beginning, the struggles right out of the gate and overcoming those.
Yeah, for sure. You know, that we do got to acknowledge that was a great crowd that we just played in front of, one of the greatest crowds in the country. And so, you know, we have to, you know, that's on us to control our controllables.
I'm tired of Rocky Top. That's the only thing I'm not looking forward to is listening to Rocky Top. Other than that, I'm ready. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to go have fun. But Rocky Top, I'm tired of hearing it already.
Florida Gator fan.
Boy, what you say, boy?
You're not a Florida Gator fan?
Do you like your life, boy? Do you want to survive today?
I just asked you a simple question about
Let me tell you something. My name is George Bowie Owens. The acronym of that is GBO. I wake up every freaking morning, drink 2 gallons of ice cold coffee, black, just so I can piss more. I am UT football, boy.
So you're a ball fan?
All for life.
I'm guessing.
Straight up Tennessee family, what is good, man? It is nice to be back. New scenery for me. Your boy got a new podcasting studio. I'm slowly trying to get my stuff up, but I got one banner up. Look at this. Look at this right here. Hold on. This is gonna be going up soon. I gotta get a new frame for it. But this is the Jalin Hyatt. Look at that. Third Saturday in October. And he signed it. You see the signature, man. We're going to get all of this. We're going to get this room right, man. But we back, man. Straight Up Tennessee is back. Volume 5, y'all. Wow. Volume 5 of the Straight Up Tennessee podcast. This is crazy. And it's only right for me to go solo, of course, right? Y'all already know what it is, man. Like, we're always solo. Ruck is always solo. All my boys, C2, Sale, Turn, they always got something to do. But your boy is back, and it is about to be an awesome volume, y'all. I mean, like, we took a great break, 2.5 months. Hadn't done anything since the NCAA tournament. Took a good break, refreshed, recharged, and just ready for this fall, man. And it starts in the summer. There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about. Even tonight, man, as you saw in the title, is there really a quarterback competition going on in Knoxville? Right? Is there really a quarterback competition going on? What are the top SEC teams right now? We're not talking about tradition. We're not talking about what has been. We're talking about who are the best SEC teams right now. I'm going to give you 5. No order, but I'm going to give you 5, and I'm going to give you the reasons why I think these 5 are the best teams in the SEC. And really, how good can this Tennessee team be, right? I mean, a lot has happened in 2.5 months. Dylan has said it in the chat. We'll bring that up in a minute, but a lot has happened in the last 2.5 months. Is there really a quarterback competition now with the changes that have happened? We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk all about it, man. I got a lot to say, and it's going to be a fire night. So y'all already know what to do, man. Lock in, tap in. It's your boy Ruck in the building. And you know what a new volume, what always comes with a new volume, man. We got a new intro, man. So y'all stay locked in with us tonight. Check out the new intro. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Let's get it.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! Jahmai Meshack wins it! He needs a strike. Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
I told y'all, boy, volume 5, we coming with the heat. You already know, man. It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel, man. We are back live in full effect. We'll talk about the schedule and everything that's coming up, but man, it's gonna be gas. It's gonna be an awesome volume 5. We got a lot of guests popping on. We'll have some player interviews as well, like we always do. But I think you're gonna be in surprise come August, September. Some of the people that we get onto the show as far as VFLs, current VFLs. And when I say current, I mean in the last 10 years who have been VFLs at Tennessee. Some people that have been just as recent as the last 5 years. And so it's just going to be a great volume. And I'm ready, man. And it all starts tonight. And so let me hit the chat up and then we will dive on in. Dylan says, we back. Yes, sir. Adrian in the building. Was good, my man. Adrian has also been a member of the channel, y'all, for 17 months, man. Turn up, A. We appreciate the love and support. Dylan said, yeah, nothing big happened in those 2.5 months. We diving in. First thing, bro. Adrian said that beat is fire. The intro is fire. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, y'all, look, a lot has happened. Let's just dive in. Okay. What was Nico thinking? I haven't talked about it on purpose. What was he thinking? What was his family thinking? Like, what was it? What actually was it? Because the reasons I'm hearing versus what I know actually is going down here don't add up. Okay? It just doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. None of it makes any sense to me. And so I'm sitting here when all the news breaks a few months ago, like, this has to be a joke. like this can't be serious. This is a joke. You know, we'll move on. We'll move past it. We'll get past this. And just like Tennessee always does, we'll get past it and it'll be fine. And then when you don't show up to practice the day before the spring game, you know it's not going to go down. You fumbled, bro. You fumbled big time. And I still sit here and wonder, was it really about the money? Because it's like, man, Tennessee would have paid the guy whatever he wanted, right? We felt like Nico was our guy. We felt like he was the 5-star, high quarterback, high caliber guy that Tennessee had always been needing and wanting. So if it was really about money, why, you know, like, it doesn't add up because Tennessee would have forked out more. Because the one thing that I can agree with, if it was about money, this is the only thing in this entire situation that I can side with Nico on. There were other quarterbacks that, take it as you will. You can say they were better, or you can say that they had just been playing better. They can either really be better or they just have been playing better, who were hitting a different value than he was, that was higher than the initial value that we had. What we presented to Nico as a freshman that wasn't going to see the field his first year was something that had never been seen before. Like college football, NIL spectrums, NIL collectives, they had never seen a deal like what Tennessee gave Nico Iamaleava. And what happened over the couple of years, right, was that those deals became normal. And if it was about money, then I can see where Nico's camp is like, can we restructure? But to miss practice, bro, there's no money in the world that would allow me to honestly drop my teammates, man. Like, that's the part for me that I'm like, if I'm anybody, bro, I don't want to hang with you. Like I can't hang out with somebody who's just fake, bro. Like, we hanging out, chilling, having a good time, and all along you out here talking to other teams because of some money? Like Dylan says it right here, man, in the chat here on YouTube. He says, I was cool until he skipped practice to tamper with other teams. He slapped everybody's face in that locker room on his way out. That's my problem. It wasn't that you wanted more. It was the way you were trying to get it, big dog. You can't do that, man. Like, you can't, like, you're going to lose respect that way, bro. You're going to lose major respect that way, especially from the fan base. Bro, we in Thompson Bowling Arena in a basketball. We want Nico. Like losing our minds over this 18-year-old kid at the time. Now, just to be back on the West Coast playing for a terrible football team who might win 6 games, trying to get to the I don't even know what bowl, New Mexico Bowl. like they trying to get somewhere. They're bad. I just don't understand it. I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it right now. But as we moved into now where we stand, right? Everybody's calling it a trade. It's not a trade at what happened, right? It wasn't like, oh, because Nico's going, we're getting Joey. No, it was just that we had an opportunity to get the best quarterback out there for Tennessee. That's what happened. We had to get the best guy. Everybody's saying Steve Angeli, the guy from TCU that ended up staying, Josh Hoover or whatever his name was. We thought what Heupel thinks and what we as fans think, right? Two very totally different things. We could have been like Steve Angeli, he's young, blah, blah, blah. The reason the Angeli thing was never going to work, people, do y'all not remember who we have coming in 2026? Do y'all not remember the 5-star Faison Brandon who's coming in 2026? We don't need a sophomore quarterback. We got 2 of them on the roster. We don't need another one. We got a freshman in George Mack, and we got a sophomore freshman redshirt, I guess you can call him, in Jake Merklinger. We don't need another young guy coming in trying to compete with Faison. Faison coming in, and it's Faison's team. That's what we needed. And the pickup of Joey Aguilar was exactly what Tennessee needed for this year. You're getting a guy with experience. You're getting a guy that has played a lot of football. You're getting a 0-star recruit out of high school who had to go to the JUCO route. If y'all never seen Last Chance U, then you don't understand what type of grind it is to come out of JUCO and get to D1. I don't care where you go. It does not matter if it's Power 4. It doesn't matter. If you get out of JUCO and go D1, you a dog. I'm telling you. Because a lot of guys that get out of JUCO and go D1, they sit the bench. They don't start. It don't matter where they go. They sit the bench most of the time. Joey Aguilar got out of JUCO, went to App State, started in year 1, had a great year. And here's the thing. You see in the title, I say, is there really a competition? I genuinely, guys, don't think there is. I think, I love Jake Merklinger. I think he's a great kid. I think he can play football. I watched his tape a lot when we were recruiting him in that 2024 class or 2023 class as well. And 2024, I'm sorry. And watching his tape, you can see the footwork is there. The arm strength is there. He can move out of the pocket. He's not fast. He's not going to kill you, but he can make things happen with his legs, right? And so when you have a guy like that who can make himself available to run the football, it brings things out of your offense that elsewhere you wouldn't have. And Jake Merklinger can do it, right? Dylan says this: I'd rather have a hungry veteran trying to make it to the league than a 20-year-old prima donna riding it out until he gets drafted from his namesake. And that's specifically talking about Nico Iamaleava and the Joey Aguilar situation from Dylan. But let's just talk a little bit about this, right? I like I said, I don't think it's a competition. I think Heupel knew exactly what he needed, and he knew Jake. He knows that Jake is not ready. Not because they haven't got him ready to play, but simply he's just not ready yet. And that's okay. Like some guys just may not be ready. And Jake might surprise us all, man. Jake Merklinger may come in and just be a dog. He might. I'm not going to rule him out. But it's not surprising that Heupel gets a fifth-year senior who has incredible numbers. And one number that he has that everybody is just losing their mind about is this interception number. Heupel makes guys' lives easy from that position. Heupel is going to make Joey Aguilar's life and his reads so much easier, right? Let's just talk about Joey Aguilar. In 2023, there at App State, he threw 63.7 completion percentage. That was his completion percentage in 2023. He had 33 touchdowns and 10 picks, 151.6 QB rating, threw for over 37 3,700 yards, people. 3,700. Everybody's like, well, what happened in 2024, Ruck? Did you see those stats? Yes, I did. And his offensive line was much worse. They were playing from behind every single game. Imagine playing from behind every game and having to go out there and play quarterback. You are going to try to do everything to will your team to win. That's what Joey did. Go back and watch the tape. Go watch the tape, people. If you think that I am lying or that I'm playing, go watch tape. That is why tape is so important. If you watch tape, you will understand more why things are happening. Joey Aguilar playing from behind all 2024, mostly, right? Go watch him play Clemson. Go watch him play ECU. He's playing from behind and he's having to come out and sling the ball everywhere. One game, me and Turner were actually talking about this a couple weeks ago. There's one game Joey Aguilar threw the ball 46 times. 46 times. He's never going to throw the ball 46 times in Knoxville, bro. Like, not because we don't want to. He's not going to have to. He's going to have maybe 3/4 the amount of those attempts, and he's going to have more opportunities to complete big passes. Way more opportunities. Like, y'all, I hate to say this. I really hate saying this because I like Nico. I hope Nico has a great career. I hope Nico gets to the NFL. Does that mean I'm going to cheer him on? Nah, probably not. But it would be cool to be like, you know, man, he came back from this mishap in his sophomore season. Like, that would be cool to just say, you know what, guys can't bounce back from a bad decision, leaving a place that loved you, cares, and still cares, even if we say we don't, right? But like, look at, like, the fact is, the fact is that Nico didn't necessarily leave this team in a better or worse place. We all hoped that Nico would get it clicking, right? We hoped that he would get it clicking last year. We always were like, we're so close. Oh my God, we're so close, y'all. Did y'all watch that game? We're so close. He was this far from hitting squirrel. It just kept happening. It never got better. It never got better. The timing never got better. The routes didn't get better. The quarterback accuracy didn't get better. Y'all, go watch tape. We had guys running naked against Florida. We had guys running naked against Bama. We had guys running naked against Arkansas. We had guys running naked against whoever we played. So everybody that even has to talk about the offense and everybody that's like Josh Heupel, man, we really need Alex Golesh. Joey Halzle can't get it done. Go watch the tape. Go watch the tape. Go type in on YouTube right now. I give you permission to get off of this live stream right now. Go to YouTube, type in Nico Iamaleava missed throws. You're going to see at least 7 tutties. And 5 of them was supposed to be the squirrel white. So ain't no coincidence Squirrel White's leaving Tennessee. He thought Nico was going to be there again. They had no chemistry. And sometimes that's just how it is. Like, that's okay too. They didn't have chemistry. It was evident on the field, people. I'm in the stadium every game for the home games. I'm watching it. No chemistry. It don't matter if they was working in the offseason or not, no chemistry. You can tell. And he was running butt naked a whole lot, and he was getting no touches because the ball was not where it needed to be. So if you hate me for saying the truth about how Nico just really, he didn't leave us in a better spot and he didn't leave us in a worse spot. I mean, we're still probably in the same boat with our hands kind of like, I don't know what we're getting out of Joey Aguilar. I know that I'm getting a guy that's going to throw the football down the field, who's pretty dang accurate, who doesn't have as big of an arm as Joe Milton or even as Nico. Nico does have a big arm, but Joey's going to hit the guys. Go watch the film. There's very rarely that Joey's missing guys 30, 45, 50 yards down the field. He's hitting them in the breadbasket right in their hands every time. Go watch it. Come back on here on Wednesday when we chop it up and tell me if I'm lying. I'm watching full game highlights. I'm not talking about the good clips that were Joey's not throwing picks. I'm watching the picks too. And I'm noticing that every time he's throwing a pick, they're playing from behind, down by 21 points, late third, early fourth, that he's just trying to make a play. He's just trying to make something happen. And if he can try to make anything happen, he's just forcing the ball downfield. Those are the things that Heupel will reel him in on. Heupel's going to reel that back and tame that back and make his life easier. Another thing about Joey Aguilar, he played in the pistol offense the last 2 years. If you go and watch some of his film, he's making throws after his back has been turned from play action. Everything's in front of him in the Heupel offense. Everything is right in front of you. If you play in play action, it's right here. Boom, right here. And your eyes are still up. You don't even have to turn your back. And Joey was making the right reads while having to turn his back in the pistol. That gives me hope, people. That gives me hope. So when I ask the question, like, is this a quarterback competition? I look at Joey Aguilar's stats, and then I go look at Jake Merklinger's. And y'all know where this is going. There's nothing to show you. There's nothing to show you. We're just going off of what we're seeing on Instagram, what we're seeing on Tennessee Vol football, YouTube, and Tennessee Athletics. Like, we're just going off of that for Jake Merklinger. Last year, he went 6 of 9 for 66%, 48 yards, no tutties, no picks. Played in 2 games. We have nothing to show you. Let me hit the chat real quick, man. Dylan says, what hurts is that the only 2-year consecutive starter that Hype had was Hendon. And look at his jump. Nico's ceiling was at the moon, and he threw it away. I'm going to touch on this real quick before I move on to the second part of tonight's show. While I agree, Dill, and while I want to believe that Nico was going to just have a filthy sophomore campaign, I hoped every game that he would have that game, and it never happened. It happened against Mississippi State and Kent State and Vanderbilt and teams that we don't care. Like, you're supposed to win those games. Oh, excuse me. You're supposed to win those games. I don't care if you throw for 300 yards against Kent State. It's Kent State, bro. Did they even win a game last year? Like, somebody tell me. I don't remember if they even won a game last year. I genuinely, like, and I'll say this about Nico as well. Go back and watch. He didn't throw a touchdown for like 3 consecutive SEC games. In those 3 games, we were playing some of the best teams. I mean, Arkansas didn't throw a tutty. He didn't throw a touchdown against Florida, right? Like these are not games where, oh, it's okay, Nico. No. We need the best player on the field to be the best player on the field, and he wasn't. Y'all, if Nico hit half of his shot plays against Florida, we would have never had to go to overtime. We would have never had to put the game, like we did most games, on Dylan Sampson. We would have never had to put it on his shoulders. Nico would have been going down as the next Tennessee great because he absolutely torched Florida. But guess what? He didn't. He missed. So when you say, you know, the only 2-year guy was Hendo, I agree with that. And Hendon Hooker's jump was insane. But I'm just not sure if Nico's would have been. I don't know, because he didn't do it at all. Even year 1 for Hendon Hooker was amazing. Once he came in, got settled, back half of that year, I'll never forget that game that everything changed. Kentucky, 2021. The very first play of the game, he didn't even have to do anything special. He threw a screen to Javonte Payton, and Javonte took it 80. That was the turning point for Hendon Hooker that year. And Nico never had that game. He didn't have a turning point game. Like people say, oh, Nico put the team on his back in Columbus. He had to. Like, them boys was strapping us up left and right, bro. I was there, freezing my tail off. We got strapped, period. He put his body on the line. I thank you so much for that. But there was guys running open that game too. And I saw it. And we didn't hit them. So when the opportunities are there, I just think that it makes more sense. Joey Aguilar knows this game of college football. He's got grit. He's got toughness. And I think he's going to be a great fit. And at the end of the day, I don't care who starts. Just win. Just win. Let's talk about this, y'all. Top 5 SEC teams right now. Again, this is not based on tradition. This is just something that I was thinking about, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring this to the show night one because you may be surprised at some of these. And again, this is all opinion based, but I can give you a few facts on what I believe. So this is in no order, but my top 5, I've got Georgia, Texas, LSU, South Carolina, and then I've kind of got us and Bama either or. We don't know how good Bama's going to be. They was all right. We were better than them last year, right? We won. We beat them. You know, if they figure out the quarterback position between Ty Simpson, Keelan Russell, like if they figure that out and that guy comes out and is great, Bama might be back. But they're going to have to prove it. Now, let's talk about Georgia for just a second. Gunnar Stockton is not that nice, bro. Well, I'm just going to put that out there now. The fact that we got an opportunity in week 3 to make noise. In Neyland Stadium, we got an opportunity to make noise in week 3. You already know game day coming. It's up. It's going to be up. The fact that this could be Joey Aguilar or Jake Merklinger's first SEC start at home, college game day, it's up. All the way up. Now, Georgia's defense reloads. That's what they do. But offensively, this might be the worst offensive team that we've seen Georgia have. Follow me, though. Yes, Zach Branch is there. Yes, Zion Branch is there on the defensive side of the ball. Like I said, Georgia's defense, they just reload. That's what they do, period. But none of those guys are going to do anything if they can't get the football. If Zach Branch can't get the football from Gunnar Stockton, because I watched Georgia play the last few games of the year after Carson Beck's injury. Stockton was not it, bro. Stockton wasn't it. I seen it with my eyes. I watched it. It wasn't good. He can run. Cool. We need you to do more than run the football. But the reason that Georgia has to stay in is they've won 2 of the last 5 freaking natties. Kirby Smart is still the head coach, and they can still recruit. It's going to be hard to contend with Georgia, but week 3, we got an opportunity. LSU. See, the thing about this LSU team is that Brian Kelly's in year 4. They got Garrett Nussmeier's coming back with vengeance. He's going to be one of the top 3-4 SEC quarterbacks. He might be one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the country. I mean, I'm just going to speak for what it is. Nuss can ball. He's got Chris Hilton Jr. I think Hilton Jr. is going to take a step. Got guys coming in. Barryon Brown from Kentucky made the transfer. Look, Dylan says LSU is regressing, in my opinion. Listen, man. I think defensively, yes. But offensively, they got better. Garrett Nussmeier can ball. You get Barryon Brown from Kentucky. Now you got him in an offense that's actually suited more for his liking. A lot of deep shots, a lot of under routes where he can really make noise with his feet. Kentucky never used him well. Never. I don't understand how he was even at Kentucky. It still makes 0 sense to me. But I think LSU has an opportunity in the West to make some noise. And I know it's not East-West anymore, but it's hard to not digress or, put them on a side because they've been there for so long. Dylan says right here in the chat, lost both starting tackles to the draft. They did, but they got better on the offensive side. You lost tackles, understand. I get it. So did we, right? We got Lance Hurd back, but we lost John Campbell. And I know John Campbell wasn't healthy, but you lost him. And it is what it is. We're starting a whole new offensive line this year. We got stuff to worry about too. That's why I'm trying not to talk about it yet. But anyways, I think LSU skill wise, they got enough. They got better. They got much better than we did skill wise. I don't know if anybody agrees with that, but I think skill player wise, they got a whole lot better than Tennessee did. And so here's the thing. After LSU, again, this is not in any specific order at all. South Carolina is not somebody that I want to play. You get Lenore Sellers back, Nick Harbor back, Jared Brown. The defense is great. Mazeo Bennett, who was a once Tennessee commit up until extremely close to National Signing Day and then ended up decommitting and committing to the hometown team there in Columbia, being the South Carolina Gamecocks. Their defense is ridiculous too, bro. Yes, they lost Nick Emmanwori. They lost some of the Kilgore brothers, but Emory Floyd is still there. Vakari Swain is still there. They still have guys in the defensive world who Wendell Gregory did hit the portal, which was sad, but he's a dog. Bryce Reeves is on the roster still. Like, they got dogs, bro. South Carolina might make noise this year, and it's gonna be scary season if so, because they have enough talent on both sides of the ball. It's gonna be all about coaching for them. It's like, are they actually going to be as good as they can be? Because on paper, that's a squad. They got a squad. And I'm excited because the thing about them is Shane Beamer is such a player's coach that it makes him hard to watch because of how strange he can be sometimes. But when you see the players love a guy like that, man, that's how you know. You know what I mean? Like, it's how you know. They got a guy. Look, Dylan says this. Dylan Stewart is that dude. Something about them Dylans. I swear, bro. Dylan Stewart, like, South Carolina has all they need to make a ton of noise in the SEC. I don't want to play them. And if Shane Beamer can get the coaching staff in order and they continue to get better like they did towards the back half of last year, I'm going to just say they are the playoff dark horse to me. And then Tennessee, Alabama, right? I talked a little bit about Bama. Us, I mean, there are a lot of unknowns with us right now. There are a lot of unknowns. We don't know what we're going to be. We don't know who we are. We don't know what we're going to be. And it makes it exciting because we don't know. Like, right? Like it's very exciting because you know, you got this excitement from Joey Aguilar coming in. You got this excitement from Star Thomas. You got this excitement from the young freshman receivers and Rodarius Jackson and Travis Smith. Like, you got this excitement. Mike Matthews staying and Boo Carter staying and Arion Carter and Jeremiah Telander being juniors. We know the defense is finna be nasty. We know this. But if Josh Heupel can get a competent quarterback, somebody that can hit the open shots. That's what I mean when I say competent. Simple, and simple. A guy that can just hit the shots and win football games. If he can get that guy, we are in great shape. And I think he got that guy in Joey Aguilar. I think he did. LSU, Bama, us. Bama, us is kind of either or depending on the day. Georgia, South Carolina. Everybody else is all right. You know, Texas A&M is going to be okay. I think they got a lot of guys in the portal. KC Concepcion, right? They got some guys. But A&M always is a hype train to me. Missouri losing Brady Cook, Luther Burden. Missouri's back to the bottom of the SEC. So that's my top five right now. Florida could surprise us all this year. I think Lagway's going to take a step. But if Harrison Bailey got to take that field, boy. Dylan says right here in the chat, and I agree. And, man, if anybody's watching the live, man, and wants to tune in, just throw in the chat. I can see everybody's comments. Go ahead and throw it in, man. I love to read the chat and kind of communicate with you guys. Dylan throws in here and says, we just need efficiency. We've proven we can beat teams in rock fights. Yeah. That's the type of games we've had to win the last 2 years. Can I be honest? I want to get back to cute football, bro. Offensively in 21 and 22, it was cute, bro. Like, we was doing whatever we wanted to, and it was flashy. Like, I want to get that back. Just hit the guys when they're open, man. It's simple. I'm asking for simple things, bro. Hit them when they're open, because we got them running open all the time. Just hit them. Hit them. This leads perfectly, man. How good can this team actually be? How good can this Tennessee team be in 2025 before we wrap up on a Sunday? We've got the players, we've got the coaches, we got the pieces. We haven't had the execution the last 2 years. And it's really all been from the offensive side. Defense, yes, there are games where we lay an egg. Arkansas last year, we laid an egg. We didn't play great, both sides of the ball. You know, even Bama, like, God, I just think about offense, man. We could have hung 100 on these guys, especially Florida. Goodness gracious, we could have hung. No kidding. I think if I remember right correctly, we should have had 38 points against Florida. But instead, we had to get into overtime and win by a touchdown. Like, it just annoying. But anyways, this team can be as good as I think the offense is. Like, if the offense is good, then we are going to be great. If the offense is okay, we're not going to be a playoff team. That's the difference, right? Nico had enough juice about him, or had enough with his legs, or had things to like kind of play off of, just enough to make it worthwhile and will us kind of to the playoff, right? But we also had a guy by the name of Dylan Sampson who literally put this entire team on his back the rest of the season. When Nico struggled, Dylan Sampson put the team on his back. He put the team on his back, and we did things that were special. Who's that guy this year? That's a big question. Who's the guy that's going to say, hey, get in my backpack. I'm going to carry you. I don't know. I'm asking questions. I really don't know. I'm in the same boat as y'all. I don't know. I hope that it's the quarterback position. That has to be the most dynamic, most vocal, and most leadership forward position on that field. And if it's not, your team is not going to be successful. And I don't want that for us, man. I think, again, like I said, y'all, we got the tools. We got the pieces. We got everything we need. But can we make it all work? I trust Josh Heupel. I trust Rodney Garner. I don't know if I trust Joey Halzle, but it's not his fault that he's scheming guys wide open and the ball's not getting there. Competency, people. We need a competent quarterback who can just make the throws, make it easy. Heupel's going to make it easy. Hit them. Hit them. Hit the open man. It's simple. Hit the open man. They're going to be open. I promise you. They're going to be running wide open. Can whoever starts hit them? When you look at the schedule, we're going to do a whole schedule preview here in a couple weeks. We'll go game for game, all the boys, game for game. What are we thinking early? We like to do early score, our early season win-loss total, so that when the season starts, we redo it and see how close it is. We're going to do that next Sunday. There are, I hesitate, man. I almost said it, but I'm going to say it. There are 10 winnable games for Tennessee. 10. 11 if I'm feeling froggy. Tennessee should not lose at home this year. And I said what I said. I know you got a good Oklahoma team, man, who's revamped with Mater and all of these guys that are brand new coming into Knoxville. I get it. I get it. You got to come to Knoxville. It's time to get clapped. Georgia, week 3. The unknowns are going to be apparent in week 3. And Tennessee has every opportunity to win that game. I'm not saying we will. I'm saying we should be. We should win every home game this year. But will we? I don't know. I hope we do. And I think we should. And I think we can. The whole question is, will we? So, what do y'all think, man? Throw it in the chat, man. Like, how good can this team actually be? How good can Tennessee be in 2025? You look at the defensive side of the ball, special teams, Boot Carter, right? You got guys, man, who can make plays. Boot Carter going to be playing on the offensive side of the football just a little bit, right? Like check this out. Dylan Elam says this whole conversation is just reminding me of the Vandy game. Thornton running wide open and Nico underthrows him, and it's a pick. Competency, people. That's the word of the year. We need competency. Just make the throws. I don't care if you miss a guy on a slant route that's like a 5-yard slant or a 4-yard. I don't care about that. When the guys are running on a seam 30, 40 yards down the field and they're wide open and we can't hit a wide open guy, we got problems. And that's what happened to us in the last few years. Dylan also said this: anywhere from 8-4 to 10-2, we control our destiny. We're going to go through that, man. We're going to go through the schedule. I can't wait for that night. But, y'all, it feels good to be back. I mean, it just feels 40 minutes with my straight-up Tennessee family, man. It just feels great being back. I'm excited for this volume. Volume 5 is going to be amazing. I can't wait for Wednesday. Going to have Sale and C2 back with me. That man Turner is at the beach this week. So, y'all just give him crap. Let him know, yeah, Turn, we never expect Turn to hop on the show. But we need him because he is a part of this massive thing that we call Straight Up Tennessee. So let me tell y'all the summer schedule and then kind of what's coming in August. So summer schedule is we're going to be live on Sunday nights at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And then on Wednesdays, I think we're going to be live. I can't remember if it's going to be 8 or 8:30. We'll find out this week. I got to check in with our social media manager, which is Sale. So shout out to Sale. I got to check in with him and see what metrics and what times work better as based off of our metrics and when people show up and watch. And so it's going to be either 8 or 8:30 Eastern, so 7 or 7:30 Central. And we'll pop on and do that on Wednesdays. And that's going to be it, Sundays and Wednesdays, all the way until August 1st. And then we'll crank that thing up in August. We'll go back to our Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday shows. And we'll see what pops off, man. So typically we'll do our next day, and then we'll do Monday. Sometimes we'll do Tuesday. It just depends. So we're gonna see what makes the most sense for everybody, and I can't wait, y'all. So watching a little bit of Tennessee baseball right now. They are trailing Wake Forest, but if you're listening to this on a Monday, Tennessee has won, and we get up out of here with a dub. So y'all know what to do, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel, man. Join the channel for pennies. Join it. Hop in. We'll get you in the Discord. It's where we chop it up all the time. You're hearing news first, news that breaks. You hear it first, and it's really fun, man. So it feels great to be back, and I can't wait to be back with the boys on Wednesday, and I can't wait to see you guys back here on Wednesday evening. So, man, y'all know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and join the channel. And until Wednesday, man, it's your boy Ruck in the building. I love y'all. Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you on Wednesday.